Okay, so welcome back to podcast number 2 of Slam/Media Club. We're your hosts, Sarita
and Valerie.
and we are back with episode 2. So, Valerie, do you want to go over what we did last time?
Yeah, so to summarize, for those of you that haven't already listened to it, we kind of went over some of our favorite films, the reason why we started this club, and what we've done so far over the year that it started.
Just 1 year. Oh, it's already 1 year anniversary. Well, that was
Yeah.
in like November, October? I think October,
Yeah,
maybe.
we're a little late.
Yeah, we're a little late on
Better
our
late than never.
anniversary, but yes. That's what we talked about. And we talked about what we did last year too. And so let's just go right into this podcast number 2. So,
First, we'd like to clear up the ending to the first
oh, yeah. I
episode.
think so. Dun dun dun. So yeah, we're just. Oh yeah,
to
like
clear up the cliffhanger from
from
last
podcast
episode.
1. Yeah.
This is probably going to be the most interesting part of it all. We didn't
Watch
it.
Psycho. Yeah.
Yay.
We watched other stuff like ooh. So for the last class of mass communications, we watched Twilight Zone, which was
Yeah.
very interesting. And then we watched
We didn't watch the entire
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
No, we just one episode which was really good. I've seen Twilight Zone on like as one of the a channel was showing it and I was like, Twilight Zone sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch it because I don't know, I wanted to watch something else. But I did see it, so I think I might be watching another episode soon.
Oh, is it one of the ones he recommended?
No, well, it's like random. Well, it's just like on live TV, so
Oh, okay.
it's not. I don't have a control over which one to watch, but yes,
But the one that we watched, do you remember
was
what it was called? It was like the
Howling Man.
Howling
Man.
Man.
Yeah. It was called
Yeah.
Howling Man.
So for those of you that haven't seen it,
Watch it.
yeah, one watch it, but two, the main
Premise of the story.
of the story is this one man that gets lost in the woods and he finds this house of a quote unquote cult.
Yeah, cult.
And
The religious cult.
yeah, and the leader of the cult, he says that he's found the devil. He's captured him.
Yes.
And there's only a cane that keeps him closed off
from escaping the devil. And then the main character, I forgot his name. I don't know. Anyways,
no idea.
The main character basically doesn't believe the main person, and he's like, of course he's joking, and then he goes to visit the person that he had seen before that he didn't think was the devil, but then he decides to unlock it, which
Unlock the
is
door.
a terrible choice. Take off the cane thing.
And then instantly it's revealed that he was in fact
the devil. But I really liked how the transformation of like every time he stepped or something, he was like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
And then like he slowly started turning
I feel
into
like
the devil. I think that was a wise choice.
Yeah, that when I saw that like transition,
I was like,
you can.
oh.
I realized that you can see that type of transition a lot. In
Yeah.
Like a lot of the more
modern
shows
ones
and movies.
Yeah, where they slowly start going into like the actual.
So if
what
this doesn't make any sense to you, just picture like a person, like just picture like a goat, and a goat is like walking across like pillars, and for when he's walking across a pillar, you can't see him, but once you see him,
there's something added, like either added or taken away from the character.
And after crossing each pillar, he becomes more and more
like a unicorn.
Yeah, he becomes a unicorn. And that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
So the devil started out as like a poor man,
beggar.
You can sympathize with.
Yeah.
And then once he's released, he goes across these pillars, like it's scanning him as he walks by with the camera. And then once he reaches the end of the pillars,
it's the devil. Yeah, so it was interesting.
Yeah, so there were a lot of like, those were very like new techniques for them. At the time, but now when you look back, you're like, oh, that's so common. Done. and like this we've seen this before.
Yeah.
But like you can tell that at the time, the people
It
that
was
were
like
watching that
probably new
were
or
probably like
something.
freaking out.
They were like, "Oh my god, it's the devil. He's not just an innocent little man who obviously, yeah." But
Yeah.
looking back at it now, because you know how the professor was like, you realize how he didn't say like the Lord's name or something,
Yeah, he
and
never said.
yeah, and he didn't want to touch the like thingy, and yeah,
Yeah, because he was like, "Have mercy," or something like. He said
yeah,
mercy instead of God
yeah,
because
and
he couldn't say God.
because he was the devil, and I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah, because you never
hi.
really notice it. And then at the end, it ends with like the person that initially released the devil now captured the devil once
Oh
more.
yeah, he's
But
basically turned into the old man, telling the what is it, the how the old man was telling the current character, the main person, that don't do this, and he did it, and that's kind of, I feel like it would have been like a cycle, just a whole cycle of
yeah,
everything.
but it ends. It basically just ends with the guy that initially released the devil explaining to his new servant to never open that door. And
That
guess what?
has devil. That
Yeah.
has devil.
And guess what she does? She
She
opens the
opens
door.
it.
Yes. And then so once again he's released and she's killed.
Wait, did she get killed? No.
She should.
Oh, we're not listening. I'm just like, "Bah." Okay, yeah. So I think that was like a very like fun movie, not movie,
Episode. Yeah.
episode to watch. And the other one was Get Smart, which
Yes.
I thought it was at first like a reality competition of like people trying to answer questions of I don't know, like a Jeopardy kind of style
Yeah.
game. I thought it was that before. I was like, oh, Get Smart, like, you know, get knowledgeable or whatever. But then it was like about like a spy, yeah, spy, undercover
Yeah.
spy that
He
was
was like
comedic.
number 86.
Yeah, I think so. Number
Yeah. And we
89,
watched the pilot.
and yeah, the pilot episode,
Um
black and white.
it
No,
was the
black
only
and
one that
white.
was in black and white. And it had the main character. His number might be 86.
I don't know,
And him
a number.
working with number 99.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
99.
apparently,
Yeah,
like a fun fact that the professor had mentioned was that the guy that played number quote unquote 86 was like five
oh yeah,
seven
he was 5'6",
5'7". We'll go with 5'7". We
five
can count.
seven
We
or
can give
five
him an
six,
inch.
whatever.
And and the girl that played 99, she was
She was
5'10".
taller, yeah,
Yeah, so they had
and
to use like a box when they had like up close shots to like
yeah,
stand to seem taller, and he had to like have these shoes with like 2 inches.
yeah. I feel like I think they still do that now, probably,
Yeah,
which is like kind of like sad, I guess. Like, I mean, it
yeah,
doesn't really
because
matter, but they just do it. I'm
yeah,
like, okay,
which is a good point to know that there is still a lot of misogyny
yeah,
rooted in a lot of the films that we still see now. Like you'd think that like height is not a big
yeah.
deal,
It's
but
like,
it's the idea of not wanting women to be superior to men.
yeah, and especially back then, it was like 19 somethings.
We'll go with the 1950s.
I don't think it was. I think 1970. So it was released in 1965.
Yes, we were close enough. Close
Yes.
enough.
Yeah,
Also,
we said
this
19.
random cut. Understand, guys, that this is more this is more complex than it seems. Okay, we're working with a lot
You know, we're in
of
the open
gadgets.
air
Yeah,
too.
it's more complicated than you'd think. You see all those YouTube videos.
With nice podcast
Don't
room.
underestimate it. Don't underestimate it.
Yeah. Yeah. All you see behind, or like sometimes it's just, you just hear the voices if you're just listening to it on like Spotify or something.
Exactly.
But or if you're watching it like on a podcast or like an actual YouTube video, they just have their headphones, their microphones, but so many
We have a whole
wires behind
process.
it. Yes, yes, yes.
But back to it. It
It's
was
1965 where it was released.
1965. Yes.
Yes, 1965. It was a sitcom, and I think it was like not ha 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 like super funny, but it was like kind of funny like at some
Yeah.
points. Also like that he had the telephone right on his shoe, which is like
Yeah.
kind of smart. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
It's
if you're in
very
a danger situation and they're like they check your phones, they're not gonna check your shoes, which
yeah.
is like very smart.
So again, if you
Get smart.
don't know the context to this,
Yeah.
in the episode, it starts out with him being in like a theater and he gets a
Yeah.
call. Um,
And everyone's looking around. Who is it?
yeah,
Who is it? Who
and he
dare
walks out
disturb
and you can
them?
like hear it, like kind of dissipating as he walks away.
Yeah.
And he goes into like a closet and he takes off a shoe and there's like a phone on his shoe,
Yeah.
which for the '60s, pretty
Pretty
modern.
good.
It's a
Yeah. Oh yeah, huh? Because they have like the wire things.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they were
Home phones.
way ahead of their time. Uh,
There's a hummingbird in here, and it's
if you hear its body slapping against the roof of the NPR,
yeah, it doesn't want to leave, and we can't like touch it. So, anyways, there it is. Oh, okay. Anyways, he does have his telephone on his shoe, and he answers the call. We see that it's on his shoe, and then he goes to this like organization thing, building
yeah,
that is like literally right across the street from where he was, which was like kind of like
a limited set. It's fine. It's fine. It's
really.
the pilot.
Yeah, but I think that added to like the comedic effect of it.
Yeah,
And he goes into this building. He goes down like this like thing. Like I think he goes in like a telephone booth or something in there,
yeah.
and puts in like the code secret organization, and then he goes inside there, and he gets his
He gets his mission.
yeah, his
But
mission.
I think what's really interesting about this show, specifically the pilot, is how much like newer movies take away from this pilot alone. Because I bet that they took ideas from other ones
Yeah,
before their own, but you can definitely see like really similar key themes in this pilot, like the comedic value, the
yeah.
jokes that they give, the irony in all of it. Like
Oh,
it's all
Mr.
very
Big.
yeah, yeah,
Like, yeah, there is one part where it's like even I think of Zootopia. I thought of Zootopia when they were like
really.
Mr. Big, because like in
Oh yeah,
Zootopia, it's
yeah,
just a little dude, the little I don't know what it is,
yeah.
but
It's a rodent.
the little rodent. And in the show as well, in the pilot episode, the Mr. Big, so-called Mr. Big, was
The evil
just
man, Mr. Big.
like shorter than everyone
Yeah, he ends
else.
up being like a lot shorter, which
Yeah.
again, that's the kind of comedy that they have in it, which is like it's outdated
Yeah.
comedy, but you can still appreciate what they were doing for that
Yeah.
time.
Anyways, oh, speaking of comedy, we have released, probably by this time that this podcast is out, we have released our comedy slash horror short film, which did come late, but that's okay as long as we got it done.
Yeah.
We have released that. For the time that we are recording it, it is gonna be released in like 10 minutes.
Oh my
I set
god.
it to 4 o'clock p.m. So it
That's
should.
amazing.
Yeah, that's coming out, and that's the one we did for this semester. And it's getting really dark. But anyways, the shadow is the sun.
It's
Anyways,
very ominous in the
yes,
room right now.
you see us in our recording the
One day we'll
thing,
record ourselves and
and
you'll
you'll
see
see
just how ominous this is. We have a hummingbird buzzing on the roof
our.
and we have all the lights shut off.
Yeah, oh yeah, the lights are all turned off, and barely
So just picture us with our
sun.
tiny cameras, a hummingbird on the roof, and the lights completely off.
Yeah, and barely any sunlight. All the you can see the exit signs glowing with the green. Yeah. Anyways, so we have released it. Yay! So that was
Very fun.
yeah. So the process for the editing kind of did take longer, but that's okay as long as it got done. Filming was also kind of rushed, but
Yeah, but
that's fine.
we do still think that it's. I personally think this is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And the actors, a shout out to the actors. They did incredible.
Eileen.
Specifically, our icon Eileen,
Eileen, you did so well. So if you're listening to this, Eileen,
which you should be listening to
yeah,
this.
Eileen, you did so amazing. I mean, everyone
The
did
ending scene was
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah, I really like that scene. Like
Yeah.
everyone who reacted to like oh, spoiler alert, the security guard is the ghost, was so like amazing. Like the reactions were just like so good.
Yeah.
And I think the editing also helped with that. So thank you to the editor Henry for doing that. And
Round of
it
applause for Henry.
little round of applause. Anyway, so yeah, everything turned out pretty well with it. So it should be released, and we look forward to doing the action short film for second
Interesting.
semester.
And for
Um,
those of you who are listening who are interested in this new short film,
yes.
you can 100% contact either of us.
Yes, and participate in it because we kind of do need a lot of
More
actors.
people,
No,
yeah.
it depends on the script. I am gonna get started on the script soon for winter break, so hopefully that should be done. Well, it's almost time for us to leave. The ball is going to ring. I don't know. I liked how the tone. It is almost time for us to leave, and the bell is about to ring. I don't know. I really like that. But anyways,
That could be our new ending because we do this.
right at the end
Yeah.
of or eighth period. If
Yeah, so we're
yes,
going to close this off in a few seconds, but before, we'd just like to say thank you to the actors and to
thank
the editors and to everybody who was a
you.
part of the short film.
Yeah, it really
Um,
means a lot to me to get people to participate, especially because there's like some other short films where, or sometimes not everyone wants to participate. So everyone who did participate, thank you so much.
yeah.
So that's
Thank you for
it.
listening.
Thank you.
Hopefully, you can watch the short film. Again, it is a short film, so it doesn't take a lot out of your day to
It's
watch
like
it.
3-4 minutes, not too long.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
Thank you for
Signing
listening.
off. I don't know. We have to come.
Valerie.
And Sarita. Bye.
Bye.